We're just going to look at a few examples here of how to round to the nearest 10 or 100 or 1,000. Let's have a look at how we're going to do that. So say I wanted to round to the nearest 10, and the number that I'm going to round to the nearest 10 is 70. Whoops, that doesn't look much like a 7, does it? Let's try again. 76. There we go. So I'm going to round 76 to the nearest 10. We need to think about which tens is 76 in between, and it's going to be in between 70 and 80, right? And now bang in the middle of those would be 75, and the number that we want is 76. So the number we're after is about here, 76. So when the question says round to the nearest 10, the question is asking us which one of these ends of my scale is 76 nearest to. And clearly we can see because it's bigger than 75, 76 is closer to 80. So the answer to this question would be round 76 to the nearest 10. The answer would be 80. Whoops, 80. Okay. Let's get rid of all of that stuff, and we'll do another couple of examples. So say I was to round to the nearest 100, and the number I'm going to round is 318. Now we need to think again, which hundreds this time is 318 in between? Well, it's between 300 and 400. So we have to make the choice, which one of those is it closest to? What would be in the middle? Well, in this case, it would be 350. And clearly in this example, 318, about probably there-ish on our number line, 318, is much closer to 300 than it is to 400. So when we're rounding to the nearest 100, we say, in this case, we go down to 300. So the answer for this one would be 300. Let's do one more. How do I get rid of this? There we go. There we go. Let's do one more and say this time I'm going to round to the nearest whole number. The nearest whole number. And the number that I'm going to round to the nearest whole number is 52.5. Okay, so which whole numbers is 52.5 in between? Well, it's a bit bigger than 52, and it's a bit smaller than 53. And what would be bang in the middle would be 52.5. But that was the number that we were trying to round, right? 52.5 is that number. So it's sort of exactly halfway in between it's exactly halfway in between 53 and 52. And in that case, when it is exactly halfway in between, we always go up, okay? So even though it's exactly halfway in the middle, we're going to round it up in that case. So when it's a 0.5 on the end, when it's halfway in between, we always go up instead of down. So in this case, 52.5 would round to the nearest whole, and the answer would be 53. So just in general, how that's going to work is if the number on the end is 5 or bigger, we go up. If it's 4 or less, we go down.